I'm Scott Trout, CEO of the domestic litigation firm Cordell & Cordell. We help men deal with the life changes triggered by divorce, such as child custody and property division, among many others. But life changes also occur after divorce. These changes can make parts of your existing court order irrelevant or harder to follow. If you feel a modification to your court orders might be necessary, talk to us at Cordell & Cordell. We're a partner men can count on.
Contact CordellCordell.com, 1065 East Hillsdale Boulevard, Suite 310, Foster City, California, 94404.
We ready to do this?
Yar.
We'll figure out something to talk about.
Yeah.
You're listening to The Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan.
What's happening, everybody? It is The Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan. Feel free to get my free app. If you'd like to, you can download it by texting 36260. Wait, texting Moote to 36260. I'm all out of sorts.
Dude, Brad's way better at that.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
I'm tired, man.
You're tired. I'm tired.
Yeah, I am tired. Why can't I be tired?
You can be tired.
That is Patrick Moote in with me today.
What up?
Brad Nolan is too busy with other radio-oriented endeavors.
Grown-up stuff. Hey, let me ask you a question. Who's the girl in the imaging? Who's that voice?
I don't know. Why you got a crush on her?
I kind of do.
You're crushing on the
I
imaging
think
person?
I do. I'm crushing on the imaging girl. Where are you, you sweet angel?
Are you feeling okay?
No.
Yeah, that's kind of a loaded question. Coming up on the show today, we're going to talk a little bit about Pat's colon cancer, his quote-unquote today, his buttholes being a butthole.
It's being a butthole. Real pain in the A, you know what I mean?
Pain in the A.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we'll figure out some other stuff to talk about, too. I'm sure we got plenty of it. Pat, what are you doing diet-wise right now? Because I have been trying this intermittent fasting situation where I don't eat from, I don't know, like I try not to eat after 8 o'clock at night, 7 o'clock at night, and then I don't eat until after 10 a.m. every day.
That's like the Terry Crews thing, right? The fasting diet. The Warriors diet.
Why is that called the Warriors diet?
Because when you're fasting, that's when you're hunting, Brian. You're out on the hunt. It's like living like you're living like a caveman.
It's kind of like that. I've been also trying to do the, and I feel like such a trendy loser for this, doing the keto nonsense. Yeah, keto. Everyone's doing keto. And the ketosis, testing your ketones. And that basically is just like, don't eat any carbs.
At a certain point, yeah. I mean, at a certain point, too, isn't it just like all pretty much the same? There's like one difference. It's like, it's not the same. You can have peanuts on this one. It's like, oh,
here's my question, though.
It's so different.
That can't be healthy, right? I mean, there's a reason our bodies need carbs for the digestive tract. I mean, I feel like what we're doing is we're going to find out that the keto diet, where we're just living on like bacon and no carbs and stuff and meats and no carbs, is we're going to find out that that's horrifically bad for your digestive system. And then we're going to be like, well, guess what? We were just trying to get skinny. We don't really care about health. I just want to look good.
You want to know a good way to get skinny? Get sick. Yeah.
You are. I don't want to say you're
sick as the new hot.
You are semi-svelte.
Yeah, I actually put on like 5 pounds after I found out because I was like, what's the point?
You were kind of a bummer.
There's no point.
You were kind of a bummer about
bad.
your sickness.
Yeah, my bad.
I was until your doctor whooped your ass and said, "Get out there. It's your Super Bowl, bro.
It's like your Super Bowl. You need to be in shape." So I've been eating. I mean, I've been having stomach problems for a while, so I've been sticking to mostly like clean, kind of like. Well,
that's probably the better thing, right?
Fresh produce,
eating
and like
organic,
softer foods.
Eating organic.
I mean? Yeah, I mean not necessarily organic, but good. But I cook a lot too. I cook. So.
You're like Chef Boyardee.
Yeah, that's right. I've also been poor, though, so I eat like a peasant, where it's like I have 3 things on the menu.
You're one of those guys.
2 of them are breakfast.
You're one of those guys who binge eats clean and healthy. I'll come over and you're all about the spinach and the chicken, and then all of a sudden the next time I come over, you're just crushing ramen.
I did
depending
eat really
on where you are in your pay schedule.
I ate really healthy all day yesterday until Jackson went and got Fat Sal's, and then I went the exact opposite direction.
If you're not familiar with Fat Sal's, everybody, it's basically a sandwich shop that tries to kill you.
Yeah,
with their sandwiches.
Check out their episode on diners, drive-ins, and dives. I'm in it.
You're on that episode. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm
famous, baby.
Your friend used to manage Fat Sal's. Yeah. It's right on the corner of Highland and Fountain. Mm-hmm. And for example, you can order a sandwich. I remember and this is like me trying to eat healthy. This is back when I was, this is like 4 or 5 years ago when I was trying to weigh under 200 pounds.
All the taco salad with only half gallon of ranch.
Yeah, but I would do this. You try to eat healthy there, and I'd go for the chicken, like the fat chicken or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was basically,
Fat buffalo.
The Fat Buffalo is basically a sandwich with fried chicken strips.
Yep.
Then they had like bacon. Then also like cheese sticks. Like they put
cheese sticks, onion rings.
They put appetizers inside the sandwich.
Yeah, we got the Fat Jerry last night.
What is the Fat Jerry?
Roast beef, pastrami, chicken fingers, mozzarella sticks, French fries.
And that's all in one sandwich.
Yeah, that's right.
That's unbelievable.
On a fresh baguette. It's not an overloaded amount of all the ingredients, though, so it's very nice, very delightful.
But the thing is
Very
that
hard
if you
for your colon to pass.
the loophole on these sandwich situations, and same with pizza. Pizza's the same way too. It's not if you order a sandwich that has like a whole nother entree inside it. It's not another entree inside it. It's just a thing that you ordered the sandwich with. It's like a pizza. If you ordered a pizza with nothing but nachos on top, that no one thinks that's pizza and nachos. It's just nacho pizza.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
like a hamburger pizza doesn't have a bun too.
No, it's just all the ingredients that are in the hamburger. You throw it on the pizza, and you're somehow good. I don't feel like anybody has the right motivations for any of these fad diets. Because every time I try to do one, it's solely to lose weight. I don't care about my health. I don't care about what it's doing to my insides, which is not a good stance to have.
Nope.
All I care about is looking good, getting beach body ready, and at this point, I don't even know what that means.
I think it's like...
It means I want to see my ribs, basically, is what it means.
I think if you're health conscious, like the more you work out, usually the more conscious you are of what you eat, because then you're looking at the treadmill like, it doesn't look like, 100 calories. It looks like that's like infinity hamburgers, and I don't, So you get off the treadmill and you're like, I can't eat that because it's too much running to do. But then usually, so if you're combining eating good and exercising, you don't need some miracle diet where you only eat like grubs and berries for like a month.
Right.
Just to then eat like crap for 2 months later and then go on the next one like 6 months later.
Go on the Revenant diet.
Yeah. We have
sew your neck shut.
Yeah,
and all you're doing is squeezing water out of raw buffalo.
Yeah, you have a pit bull bite you in the face, and then you have to drink through a straw for a month, and you'll be so skinny.
See, I think that's the problem with the diets, though. It's that I keep trying these different ones, and I just want to be a lighter person. I'm like 240 right now, and I should be about 215.
I don't think a high protein diet is what you're looking for.
I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for. I just don't want to weigh 240 pounds. It's bad for my knees, my hip.
I think you go like straight up like vegan, yogi, wearing like flowing linen pants, grow your hair out, beads. Like you need to get like wafy.
Here's why diets are never going to work for me. It's drinking. And it's not because of the alcohol in terms of the calories in the alcohol. It's because when I have a few drinks in me, I don't give a flying F about whatever hokey diet I'm committed to on whatever app I've just downloaded and being scammed at $2.99 a month to log my ketone calories. By the way, you guys need to don't do this. I do this all the time. I just went to my phone, and you can go to your Apple iTunes settings. Go see what recurring charges you have on your phone for through Apple. I had like $30 in apps I'm not even using, like running apps. I had one for the ketone measuring, food calorie app, which is all a bunch of garbage. And I've been testing. I was getting so frustrated because you're supposed to have a certain number of ketones in your urine, and then your body's burning fat and all this, right? So I'm trying it.
What? This sounds like Scientology. The explanation you just gave me sounds like someone explaining Scientology.
It's weird. It's a weird thing. I don't understand it. But if you get your body to ketosis, it's going to start burning fat and carbohydrates, and you're going to burn fat at a faster rate. And if you do it for like 2 weeks, you lose like 12 pounds.
And then you ascend to the next level of consciousness, and then you develop superpowers like electricity or fire or wind.
Then you're jumping on a couch on an Oprah interview going, yeah!
Yeah, loving life.
So we did just pitch something that sounds wildly like Scientology.
It sounded a lot like it.
I don't really know what it is. That's the thing. It's just these fads. But then you see all these people posting about it, and you're like, this thing has got to be good. This diet has to be good. And then I'm still too much of a cheapskate because deep down inside, I'm still a broke guy. Like, I'm still super poor in my mind, even though, like, I'm doing okay. So what I'll do is I'll read all the things you're supposed to eat, and then I'll just cut all these corners, and then I'll be like, I'm just eating low carb. I'm not, paying attention to them. And then I'll get drunk, and I'll just crush an entire pizza on like a Saturday night.
That's true. I heard you say you just wanted to nibble and then order every appetizer on the menu.
It's
like,
really bad
That's not
for
nibbling
me.
just because they're called appetizers.
Well, here's the other thing that's stupid. I'm not good at reading the instructions on things. I just don't pay attention to it. So I had to go to 3 different CVS's. You're supposed to get these little ketone testers, and you're supposed to test your urine. And if your urine tests a certain color, you're in the perfect state of ketosis. Well, I've been doing it for a week, nothing happening. I read the package. It's for pregnant ladies.
I mean, that's why I wasn't working.
That's a fail right there.
Are you pregnant? Did you tell Jess?
No. I feel gross, though. I feel moody and gross. All right, let's do this one.
Brian Moote is a stand-up comedian. Brad Nolan is a stand-up dad. The Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan.
This is the Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan. Brad is not available to come to the phone right now. He's dead. I was doing that Taylor Swift thing. I hate that part of that song. It's Patrick Moote, everybody, in studio with me today.
What up?
I hate it when musicians feel the need to, like, do some sort of talky anecdote in the middle of their dumb song.
Yeah. Like all of a sudden, especially during like pop songs where it's like you're singing about something so lame and shallow, and now you want to just like throw an opinion, like a really, really like a hot take right in the middle of it.
Well, usually it's not even a hot take. It's usually just some dumb, like Taylor Swift's is like that song, Look What You Made Me Do, right? And she's like, that Taylor can't come to the phone. She's dead. Like, new Taylor's here, bitches. Check this out. New sheriff in town.
Wow.
I hate that
my
one.
music wasn't on the nose enough for you.
Rap battle. Who wants a piece? Kanye and Kim. You made me do it.
The song's called Old Taylor's Dead. I don't think you need to hit that over the head any harder. We get it. We gotcha.
Sorry, Kim and Kanye. You made me do this. This is going to hurt you or hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. This diss track that I made. Man, Taylor Swift needs to quit it with the diss tracks.
You better quit it with the throwing shade at Taylor
I'm not.
Swift.
I
just did it real quick because I was joking, but I've been to dinner with her.
Stay
not
in
like me on a
Hold
date,
on. We're going to get to that. Way to name drop that.
But I was there.
We're going to get to that
she
story
was a
in a
sweetheart.
second. Will you shut your yap for a second?
All right.
So I can finish.
Watch it.
So I can finish my telling Taylor that she should stay in her lane. Stop doing.
God.
Stop doing diss tracks. Just know what you're good at. You're not good at that, and neither you, Katy Perry. Don't do it. Swish sucked. If you're not a rapper, stay away from diss tracks because nobody respects your R&B diss track because you're trying to sing. One, you're singing. Nobody, like, what is this? Is this a musical, like West Side Story? Are you guys fighting in the streets? And
Yeah,
you need to
snap
sing?
fight. Ooh, look out, everyone. There's snap fighting.
It's just awful. And they're never hits. No. And at the end of it, she's got to talk in it. I just can't stand that part either. Like, I was talking about this the other day. The song N-Bombs in Paris by Kanye West and Jay-Z, right? In the middle of it, they just have like I think it's a Will Ferrell clip where like, no one knows what it means, but it's provocative. And it's just a weird, just play the song, man.
There's that song, the Friends song. I don't even remember who sings that. We're Just Friends song, where she like...
Oh,
she
Anne-Marie.
Yeah, she does
Anne-Marie and Marshmallow.
We're just friends.
We're just friends. I was telling someone the other day that you can't...
Not anymore. You're mean. You're a mean, bad friend.
You can't...
That guy
You can't stand how that Anne-Marie doesn't... sound like she's spelling friends correctly.
She's not.
F-R-I-N-D-S.
F-R-I-N-D-S.
I think she is, but I think she's saying the I-E really quick. F-R-I-N-D-S. Maybe not, though. There's a good chance that she blew that.
Well, obviously, whoever had a huge crush on her wasn't an English teacher because...
Good one. I wish I had. Oh, I know. Do I have some sort of like sound effect that I can do right now for how bad that joke was?
Probably not.
Here we go.
I hope
and
it's
I do somewhere.
Please be clapping.
What?
Please be clapping.
No, I didn't have
What
it.
is it?
There we go.
All right, that's fine.
Okay. So let's tell. Hey, tell that. Well, now that you brought that up, tell that story. Tell the story. When did you go to dinner with Taylor Swift? Like, how does that even happen?
A friend of mine was dating Taylor Swift for a minute.
That's right. Toby.
Toby, yeah.
The actor.
Yeah,
British.
Brit.
British. All right. Already not a big fan.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't talked to him in forever. But he was dating her. I was at a party at a friend's house. He was going to meet her for dinner and asked me, my buddy Rich, our friend Nicole, and maybe somebody else, I think this girl named Allie, to go with him to meet up with her for dinner. So we all went and met up with her for dinner. And she was very nice.
Yeah.
And I was very drunk. And I made her laugh the whole time.
Oh, wow.
To the point where Rich, my buddy, is a huge Taylor Swift fan. If you met him,
he's getting all like butthurt about it?
No, he wasn't butthurt about it at all.
Like he feeling ignored?
Kind of. So we're getting ready to leave, and we stand up, and we go to say goodbye, and she goes like, oh, so nice to meet you. Patrick, you are so funny. And then she looked at Rich, and she was like, and Rich, you're really tall.
Wow.
Oh, bang, bang.
And he's not even that
No,
tall.
he's not even that. But
He's your height.
He had been sitting the whole time. Anytime someone's sitting all night and then they stand up, they look taller. So
guess.
everyone was tall. Everybody was taller. She was still seated.
You're
in
taller
that moment,
than you
everybody was
were
taller
when
than
you
her.
were sitting down.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically what she said. Rich, you're taller when you stand.
That's really funny.
I
Why
know.
did they? So the reason they broke up was stupid, right? Like he blew it. That Toby dude.
He blew it. He was like, she's always trying to tell me how to dress. And what
Yeah,
to
man,
wear.
that's how it works.
Yeah,
when the
and
paparazzi snap
also-
pictures of you everywhere.
I mean, you kind of dressed weak.
Yeah, man, up your game.
He wore a motorcycle jacket. Never rode a motorcycle. I mean,
And
that's one of those
seems
things.
to be the thing that a lot of
Those
guys do.
stocking caps. It was an awkward time for men's fashion, actually, to be
Yeah.
honest.
What?
That time. It was like a lot of stocking caps and like, the shirts that might be ripped a little bit. Pants that were like, it was like pants had gone really skinny and then they baggied out again a little bit. So it was like that thing where they're like,
It's kind of like the fad with the jogger sweatpants that are really tight on the legs and look like you took a dump inside your pants on the.
Oh, those are the worst.
Right. I mean, for 1 second I bought a pair,
But
and then
okay.
I put them on, but
I remember
I have
when
a
you
big
tried
enough.
that.
But no, I have a big enough ass that it actually like filled it out.
yeah.
Like, if you don't have a big
They
ass,
just look like a regular pants.
yeah, they look like normal, like thinny, hipstery sweatpants on me. But on someone like you, because you are Mr. Fashion, you can pull it off. You're fashion forward. What kind of cut is that shirt? That's that kind of cool guy cut at the bottom where it's like
Called scalloped.
scalloped. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
You're-
scalloped tee.
What an a-hole thing to
This
say.
is a small too.
Yeah, I get it.
wanted
Dude.
a
You're
large
skinny.
because
You're real
they're-
ribby right
they're
now because of
supposed to go
the
down to
whole
Nuh-uh, I'm not.
colon
Nuh-uh.
action.
Nuh-uh. Don't you blame? I'm overweight right now. I'm fat.
Yeah, right, dude. You're ribby.
Fatter.
You're ribby. It's disgusting.
It's all a matter of perspective. I'm fatter than I was. Okay.
You also met Katy Perry, didn't you? Before she was famous.
Yeah, but briefly.
This segment's called Name Dropping Hollywood
Yeah,
Stories.
Pat's name dropping.
Hollywood escapades.
I wonder if we got Taylor Swift around, if I could
Do you think
tell
you'd
her
fire
about
that up again?
I bet she'd remember only because she had just started dating Toby.
Is
so
she dating
was
somebody
figuring out-
now?
I don't know.
That's something we should find out about.
Yeah,
I
I'm
want
single.
If she's not, let's get it, dude.
Yeah,
Let's,
she thought. Remember, you thought I was funny.
Yeah, remember back that long time ago?
What? How about Make a Wish for grown-ups? Because if you had Make a Wish for grown-ups, they'd be so random. It'd be either be anywhere from like, I really want you to pay off like my overdue taxes, or like, I'd like to go on a date with Taylor Swift.
What would your power couple name be? Pat, Swift, Taylor, Smoot,
How about Patrick Swift?
Patty Swift?
Yeah.
You're going to take her last name?
Yeah, that's right.
Hashtag Patrick Swift.
That's
Let's
the way
get
it
it
should
trending.
be. Whoever makes more money, you go.
When
with
we
that
post
last
this
name.
podcast, we are going to post it with the hashtag Patrick Swift.
Yep.
Because the kid's got dreams, people. Mm-hmm. And we don't know much longer he has. I'm kidding. We can't do those jokes.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
You
of a
met
way.
Katy Perry. You met her before she was famous. I remember you
Kinda.
telling me.
Not really.
You were just in the same room as her?
Yeah,
But she was a who you wouldn't even have
I didn't
paid
know
no
that she
mind.
wasn't famous then. Yeah, she
She was
was
just
like,
a
She
chick.
was like a cute girl.
I mean, she's so
I wanna say
annoying.
chubby, but she wasn't really.
She's just like, she tries so hard. She wants to be. I don't
feel
understand
like
how
she wants
long
to be Pink, and then Pink doesn't even really want to be Pink.
Right.
I think. Like I don't understand.
She wants to be have that edge, that cool edge, that like rocker, like
Yeah.
a little bit of Gaga, a little bit of Pink, and it's like she's trying so hard to do it, and she's trying so hard to be like hip and edgy and stuff, and it just comes off so
I mean,
phony.
he already did California Girl, and I Kissed a Girl. Like I thought that was like when she was in that lane, like she was doing really well because she was kind of edgy.
Right.
She was also reaching like a younger audience and
You
very
just said
popular.
Katy Perry was kind of edgy. But
I mean,
guess-
kind of. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She didn't say she didn't like it.
So she says.
I kissed a girl and Jesus got mad.
I kissed a girl and my boyfriend broke up with me.
Got shamed.
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt.
Oh, I got another story about a famous person.
All right, hurry. We've got 30 seconds
Okay,
left. in
I
this.
once met Christina Aguilera, but didn't realize until I was in the cab on the way home, and somebody was like, "Hey, I can't believe we met Christina Aguilera," and I was like, "We met Christina Aguilera." They were like, "Yeah, that blonde girl," and I was like, "Really? That was Christina?"
What? You met Christina Aguilera?
Yeah, I didn't even notice either.
God, really?
Yeah.
She's the one. In Team Britney versus Christina, I was Team
She
Christina all
probably
the way.
thought I was like some billionaire like .com guy because I just didn't care that she was Christina Aguilera.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Because I
She
didn't
did not
know. I
think
didn't
that.
know.
All right, coming up next, we're going to talk about Pat's health updates. He's got a surgery date. He filled out his documents. That's on the Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan. And just like that, we're in segment number 3.
Boom! Just teasing my cancer with a really excited voice. What are you
Just
so
like
excited
radio professionals do.
The Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan. Here we have Brian Moote
This better not get me in trouble with my girlfriend.
and Brad Nolan.
No, my wife wants to flip the swinger switch.
Just two boys without man buns.
Speaking of getting in trouble with my girlfriend, I was in a little hot water this past weekend. We'll get to Patrick's health update in a minute here.
Yeah,
But I think I'd rather get myself in some more hot water.
Yeah. You want to say you think you can do this in 1 minute? Because
This story?
yeah.
Well, why? How much time you need for
I'm
your
just kidding.
updates?
Yeah. How much time do you need for your?
How much time do you need, bro? For your
Let's hear about Brian's problems and then we'll
don't go back to bed. That's what happens on the Brian Moote show.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
We hear about Brian Moote's problems.
Oh boy.
My girlfriend got upset at me about Facebook because of some questionable activities on my part when it comes to replying back to messages to people of the female gender. Now, she acknowledged that she overreacted, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. What I think is funny, though, is I realized that there is a huge difference between the way that men and women process like behavior in terms of flirting or in terms of like with the opposite sex. And I just don't think that we'll ever, men and women will never see eye to eye on this in terms of what we believe constitutes cheating. And I didn't do anything like that. I've been processing this and laughing because I just don't think that men and women will ever process the same things. And it was from one statement. It was because, like, I had been looking at that, like, there were some girls' profiles on my Facebook page that I looked at. Now, I had reasonable stories for all of them. They were friends from Seattle that I wanted to, like, I don't know, just curious about their life. But the statement that came to her was like, oh, really? You're gonna rub one out to those Facebook pages? And I was like, oh my God, there's a
one out.
There's
Ugh.
a huge disconnect. Well, she didn't say that way, but I'm just trying to keep it clean. No, and that's really not the point. The point is that I looked at her, I was like, oh my God, you sweetie. If I was gonna rub one out right now, do you know how many other things on the internet would come up before? You know how far down in the barrel of material I'd have to go before I hit Facebook profiles? Just, it made me laugh because, you know, you look, like, men have this fantasy curiosity complex. Not complex, it sounds like it's like something we can't help. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you're just looking at a page with a woman on it, and you're like, why is he doing that? Is he aroused? No, I'm just curious at what this person's up to.
I mean,
if you looked at, like, it's almost as if women don't know that YouPorn exists. If you think we're looking at that nerdy stuff,
I don't think anyone thinks you're looking. Okay, and first of all, let me just throw a little water on this whole theory. Sometimes I'll masturbate to Facebook just because of the mystery.
What?
Because you can't
is
go all
wrong
the way
with
there,
you?
so you have to fill in the blanks with your
What
imagination.
are you talking about?
You don't use just your imagination sometimes?
No.
A far, far underrated tool.
You didn't throw water
the
on this
mail.
fire. You threw gas on this fire.
Yeah, gas it up, baby. Yeah,
That's insanity.
It's a little bit of the mystery. There's no, you go on the internet and there's no more mystery anymore. It's like, oh yeah, I can find anybody putting anything anywhere if I want.
But
and
how do you-
sometimes I just want to see, a girl with some spaghetti straps and like, look at that.
What?
Shoulder.
You're
Yeah.
a weirdo. How
So
you
what?
really just see? That's not
It's
me.
not weird, okay, Brian?
That's not me.
People
That-
thought Galileo was weird when he was like, hey, look, stars.
No, that is not even close to an
It's
accurate
exactly the
comparison.
same. It's
no, it's
exactly
that is,
the same.
Do you understand? Like, that is so much weirder to me because of all the effort you have to go through to actually envision that.
Visualize?
And this does not help my argument at all because my argument was that that's not even nearly close to
Well,
what. Because
I'm saying-
I don't put that much thought into fantasy.
I'm saying-
like if it's a material thing, like if I'm looking for material to inspire me in the act, right?
Yep.
I don't put any thought into who this woman is, I'm not thinking about her life, or
listen,
I'm not envisioning. I kind of want all the mystery taken away, and let's just get to it. Chop, chop,
Listen,
chop, chop, chop. I got stuff to do.
I am single and have been forever. I have time for stuff like this. I don't have a girlfriend. Tell me what to do, where to be, and
so
like
that's
going to dinner and
so that's an
movies,
interesting
blah, blah,
question.
blah.
Is it would you think?
Sometimes I'll run a hot bath and just look at Facebook.
Get the hell
Light
out of
some
here!
candles.
That's not even.
Turn on
Are you
some piano
Tell me
music.
you're not. Tell me you're
and
not.
just flip through profiles.
You're lying. You're
Ooh,
lying
Spring
about
Break 2011. Let's see what's going on here.
I don't know if I
This is a
believe
good
you or not.
photo
But
album.
if this is true, man, this is another level of sadness. All right, we're going to talk about
I'm
Pat's.
just telling
we're
girls-
talking about Pat's health in the next segment. 'cause we're not
Girlfriends,
done with
my
this.
mental health is way off.
So, but hold on. Do you think that that's more cheating though? Then,
Listen,
because
I mean-
women talk about women talk about mental cheating, right? And they'll look at let's say they look at your adult content history, right? And they look at your porn history. They look at what you looked at on Facebook or whatever. And I would argue that men put no thought into that. That is just a pure curiosity, a pure just looking for somewhat of an arousal at all, not from Facebook, but possibly pornography or whatever. But I would argue that women think that we do what your weird ass is saying that you do, when I don't.
Yeah.
I think 99% of men are just flat out visually that's stimulating. I don't care who she is. I don't care what it is. And then I go on with my day. And you're saying what do you build a family in your head with these people? What are you
Whole
doing?
thing. And you want to know what? It's perfect. It's a perfect relationship. We never fight. We love each other. We have kids, and they're just smart as little whips.
What do you mean you
They're
don't fight?
geniuses.
You're
genius babies.
You're fighting with your own inner demons. This
No.
is the weirdest thing I've ever
No,
heard
it's
in my
not.
life.
No, it's
you
not.
can't be serious that you run a bath.
Yeah, sure. Why
And
not?
you treat yourself to an evening out?
Yeah, dude, I want to get the imagination really flowing.
I
Drink
don't
some
know. I
ginkgo
honestly don't
biloba.
know if I believe you right now. But in this scenario you're painting,
Yeah.
when you want to handle your own business,
Yeah.
right?
Not always, I'm telling you. It's
But
just-
there's been times.
a man needs a little romance in his life, Brian, okay? And
So
I'm
you
not
don't
gonna
wanna be
get it
rushed.
from the girls that I've been meeting out
You
there.
don't wanna
They're
be
not gonna
rushed.
romance me.
You don't want to be rushed. You
No.
you want to be taken out.
I'm going to go
so if
down
you-
the wormhole.
Have you ever been this extreme? You come home, long day, but you know what? I'm taking myself on a little date night, and you go to some Italian place. You order a table for one, and you get yourself a nice glass of Pinot Noir, and you order an appetizer. Maybe some seared ahi tuna because
I was gonna
it's
say the octopus.
yeah, I would go with the seared ahi tuna. Seems like it's more of a aphrodisiac, and clearly
It's not
if
an
you're
aphrodisiac.
is it? I feel
Brian's
like it
the
is.
least foodie person. Why are you even going there?
It just sounds.
You're way out of your
It
lane.
just sounds like an aphrodisiac. Plus, if you're trying to don't act like I'm saying something ridiculous. You just said you draw a bath for yourself when you're gonna rub one out. That's so weird.
Listen, Brian, at least I'm not spouting fake news all over the place. Aphrodisiac is tuna.
Why not seared ahi tuna? I
Yeah, you ever-
guarantee you
oh,
that's an
I was
aphrodisiac.
smacking down on a tuna salad the other day and
No,
got
not
this raging
seared
boner.
ahi, jackass. Not like a tuna pate, not like a tuna sandwich.
Chicken of the sea, more like sexy chicken
Man,
of the
nothing
sea.
fires me up like a nice tuna sandwich with some diced pickles in it.
Oh boy, it gets me hard as a rock.
Wow, no. But you're acting like I'm weird. But you actually wine and dine yourself, or are you just completely this whole thing
I
is
get
just
a table for two,
ruse.
and I put YouPorn in the other seat.
put a bottle of lotion
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
other side?
And I'm like, and for the missus, she'll be having the tube steak, apparently.
You're such a creep. How did you make this so weird?
I don't know. I haven't drank all week. I'm sober. My
you think
mind
you-
is firing the way that it should be. This is the way I'm supposed to be.
I like you better when you're coming off of a bender and boozing and all
No
weird.
more.
You're
Sorry,
a little
buddy.
bit. You're a little bit more laid back. You are firing all sorts of nonsense at me. I don't really know how to handle it.
I'm all over the place, baby.
Don't call me baby after all this, you creep. I don't want to hear any of it. You got a weird thing going on right now.
you better
got
watch your-
You got a creepy grin on your face.
You better watch your mouth or you're going to get some likes from me while I'm in the bath.
When Pat checks into his bathtub on Facebook, you guys know what time it is.
If I like your page, I'm really liking it.
Do you ever poke anybody while you're in the bathtub?
That's all I do.
Poke anybody besides yourself? You weirdo! All right, coming up next, we're going to talk about Pat and get a health update, see where he's at. He's got a surgery date booked. He did all the paperwork. That's on the Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan. Roll it back. We got spin class.
Woo-wee.
20 minutes.
I think Jackson's going to
Brian Moote is a stand-up comedian. Brad Nolan is a stand-up dad. The Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan.
What's going on? It's the Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan. No more derailing ourselves with talk of aphrodisiacs when it comes to masturbation. Seems like an unnecessary thing.
social media and bathtubs.
Apparently, Pat's really into creating a backstory for anyone he sees on Facebook before he handles the biz.
Yeah,
I'm more of a let's get to it. I got stuff to do. Chop, chop, chop.
We didn't even get to Instagram. That's where I get weird.
Good God. All right, Pat, let's get a detail. Let's get some updates. Let's find out where you're at. You got the GoFundMe. The GoFundMe is out. What's the status of GoFundMe? Because you were nervous that no one was going to donate any money, and I think that you've been pleasantly surprised or not.
No, pleasantly surprised. I mean, honestly, like, it's hard for me to talk about because... Like, I mean, it's been up for like 2 days, and there's $16,000 of the $30,000.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
So it's really unbelievable. It really is. And I was nervous about, like, it's not only like putting it out there where it's like, hey, I need money to try and help get through this and like recover from this, which is a hard thing to ask for because it's like announcing to the world, hey, I'm poor and I can't do this without your help.
Well, I think we did that in the first segment. We talked about the fact that you eat a lot of top ramen.
Yeah.
So I think people are well aware of that, so I think you wouldn't have to say it.
But then when the consequences are you're going to have to struggle to fight for your own health and no one likes you, it's like a double-edged,
that's a bummer.
Like a double-edged sort of like.
I guess I didn't think about that.
It's a big gamble. As I was about to like go live with it, I was like, man.
What if I'm just not important to anybody?
I know.
Yeah.
God, I don't know what's going to hurt more.
You know what's funny is that
dying of cancer or not being friends with anyone.
I was I'm looking for a place to relate to you in that regard, and I have an example of it, and it's so much more depressing in a way that's so like not impressive.
Yeah.
So it's like last night I'm at the Brea Improv in Brea, California, and I'm performing, telling some jokes. And I wanted to see how many people in the crowd listened to the AMP Radio morning show. And so I asked, and there was a moment between the end of me saying the sentence, how many of you guys listen to the 97.1 AMP Radio morning show? And there was a moment of silence in which my heart fell out of my onto the floor, and then I was about to stomp on it and kick it into the crowd, but then a good chunk of the crowd cheered for it. So I felt good. I was vindicated.
Actually, no, that's exactly...
It was my $16,000 moment right there.
Yeah, no, that's exactly how I feel. You were feeling the same things.
Exactly the same. I could relate to you,
exactly
Pat.
the same, Brian. That's the same.
So accurate.
Yeah. So both like you being on stage and like me doing GoFundMe.
Right.
It worked out. It worked out really well, and it does actually it's when I sit down because I'm trying to like respond to everyone and like make videos updating like people of what's going on and
keep people abreast of
and follow through with what I said I was going to do, which was document this process and bring everybody along for the ride, so to speak. I just get all choked up and like it is anybody who's listening to this who has given money, like you don't understand how much it means to me. It's hard for me to even be like excited about it because it's such a weight of like just appreciation and just kind of amazement, just feeling amazed that people were able to mobilize and like it took such an incredible amount of stress and just like anxiety that had nothing to do with having cancer. Like and it was almost more stressful and terrifying than the cancer was. Like, how am I going to get through the next 6 months, like 4 months, 2 months? Like, how am I going to, and then once I do, like, I still don't know what the treatment's going to be. So basically where we're at now is the GoFundMe is up. We've almost hit the $30,000. I can get as much as we can get as possible. It's all, anything that's not spent, which isn't going to be that much of it, is going to be donated to cancer research. So, or to some charitable cause, some cancer.
Well, I think we'll definitely hit the 30,000 after Moote Festival that I planned on an airplane.
Shameless plug.
Moote Fest, man. It's not shameless plug. It's a very admirable plug. I believe I changed the weekend though. It was going to be August 4th, but I think that's too.
It's too soon.
I'm too tied up against it. Plus, I just found out the other day by getting an email from Mad Life Studios in Woodstock, Georgia, that I booked August 24th as a show in Woodstock, Georgia. So I will be at Mad Life for 2 shows August 24th. I'm debating on taping a whole new album, comedy album. So if you can come to that'd be great. But also Moote Fest is going to be, I believe I'm going to do the next day, the 25th, and I haven't run this by Sweetwater Brewery yet, but I think we're going to start at Sweetwater Brewery, and then the after party is going to piss off my HOA. So it'll be a lot of fun, and hopefully Pat will be there.
We'll see.
We'll see
I'm working on it.
If he's allowed to travel. All right, let's get back to your heartfelt stuff. I just got my business stuff.
You just got to squeeze that in.
I feel like I should have run this the whole time. Hold on. This is actually for commercials.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's
So,
Brian Moote from the Brian Moote with Brad Nolan show.
I guess I'll
Hey,
just-
August 24th,
Yeah.
I'm going to be at Mad Life Studios and Stages recording a brand new CD. That shows will be at 7:30 and 9:30. And then also the next day, August 25th, Mootlanta Festival will be at Sweetwater Brewery and up at my townhouse in Vinings. All the proceeds go to Patrick Moote to help him fight cancer and his stupid
so
butt.
I had surgery on
Oh, sorry. Do you want me to fade out the commercial?
I didn't know you were going to do that. So, yeah, no, that's, cool.
Okay, go ahead.
Cool. Okay. I don't know where we're at today. Today I went.
Well, you went in. You got.
I went in for my pre-op surgery or my pre-op
evaluation, consultation,
whatever appointment.
Question about that: is that how did how you feel about the surgery change when you're actually signing paperwork that like locks you in? Here's your consult. You got your date, but the date, did it feel more real today or less real?
Feels so real today. Today it feels most real that it's felt ever. Mostly because I was able to focus on the GoFundMe and getting that going, so I wasn't really paying attention to the other stuff. Obviously, I'm taking care of myself and I'm getting ready for it, but it was easy to focus on that. Now that's out, then also I go and I sign the paperwork that basically makes it official that it's actually happening. This is definitely happening. And yeah, I'm like terrified, overwhelmed, excited, scared. I don't know.
Well, the excitement is more like, hey, let's get this going.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Right?
I'm ready to get it
Like,
going.
No
I'm
need
ready.
to wait around till the 11th, man. I signed the paperwork.
And I'm excited,
let's get up.
because
Let's do
I'm
it.
ready to do this. Like everybody's, kind of rallied around me and showed me that, like they're ready to do what they need to do to help out. And so it kind of gives me the inspiration and the, kind of energy to be like, let's do this. Yeah, let's
gung ho party. Well, not party in a way that's like let's beat this
positivity party. Yeah. So but today is it's been an interesting day. It's been a little bit of an emotional roller coaster. I'm good. I'm on the good side of it right now.
Were you on the bad side? What did that feel like this morning? Was there a bad
I was
side?
just driving out there. It's terrifying. Yeah, I'm
because just nervous, nerve-wracking.
I mean, it's they're gonna cut me open. They're gonna take out a piece of my body. They're gonna put it back together, and then I'll find out what's
like
coming
how
next.
much more treatment you need to do for
and based on
the other pesky ass lymph nodes.
Yeah, so what they've said so far is like chemo. I should be prepared for it.
For chemo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably not
I mean, I would do it as a safety precaution anyways.
Right, zap those little buggers, man.
I think there's going to be more of a need for it than just safety precaution, I think, just because they've seen abnormalities in the lymph nodes. But also, that is a bridge you cross to when you get to it. That is not a thing that you look at and think about and
well, and you can't have that on your head, like above your head right now. You just kind of got to like the 7 habits of highly effective people. You got to stay in the moment.
Yeah.
You got to like your sphere of control versus your sphere of influence. What things can you control? Handle those. What things can you only have influence over? And you address those as needed, but don't stress out about the ones you can't control because there's nothing you can do about it. Things happen that are outside of your control, and when you stress about it, that just helps. It builds up it's in an unhealthy way.
Yeah, no, I'm all control, baby. Anything I can do it. I do it.
So, and the GoFundMe, just for people who are like just finding this out now, the money is going to help with your recovery and also with producing and kind of putting this whole documentary together that's going to follow you through this entire adventure.
Yep.
Of seeking health, seeking treatment, all these things.
Yeah, and just once again, I think the thing that I've realized is what everybody who's been through cancer, or treatment for this or has been around it, is awareness is the biggest thing. People need to just take care of themselves. They need to, listen to their bodies. They need to go and get checked. I mean, what I want to do is just literally try and force colonoscopies on people. I want of all ages. I want to put a camera inside of everyone. If
just
you're hearing this,
out.
I want to know
Pat's cause.
what your butt looks like.
Hashtag colon cams for all.
I had something and I forgot what it was.
Don't worry about it, man. You're having a very emotionally up and down
It's
day.
a roller coaster day.
So don't you can
And I'm not
go you can
drinking.
go watch Patrick's YouTube video about it's the first video. How often are these videos going to be coming out? Just so
I'm
people
going to
know.
try and do 2 a week. Obviously, so it'll be for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to try and do 2 a week. And then there'll be the surgery, so I'll be out for a week basically, and then hopefully back up and doing it during that. But I also have my buddies who are going to be cutting some video too, so we might be able to put some surgery updates on there.
Good stuff.
Well.
And you'll be able to find that all on the app. On my app, I'll put it as the #1 tab.
Yeah, you will.
On my app that you
Better
can download for free if you text Moote, Moote, to 36260. The next time you're going to hear from Patrick on the show will be the week of his surgery. So you'll have some thoughts for that. And follow him on Facebook.com / what's your URL for Facebook?
I'm at Pat Moote.
At Pat Moote, everybody. All right, thank you for listening to the Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan. And don't forget, August 24th and August 25th, we're raising some money so we can, kick the shit out of Pat's butthole that's being a butthole.
Kick my butt.
Kick Pat's butt. All right, love you guys.
The Brian Moote Show with Brad Nolan.
And I meant love in like a non-clingy way. Like just a lot of love for you. Not like, don't worry, I'm not that person who says love you after like, what, the second or third date? That's just a bunch of creepy stuff. Right, Pat?
You're just digging yourself a hole.
Man.
You love.
I like keeping it rolling a little bit longer than it should.
Keep digging there.
Smoke weed every day.
Say Metro by T-Mobile got the best deal in wireless, and it's all for you, all for me. Just switch quickly, cause Metro has 2 lines for $80 and 2 Samsung Galaxy J7 Star phones for free, plus Amazon Prime included. That's the way wireless should be, only at Metro.
Plus sales tax and activation fee. $50 plus rate plan required. Not valid for numbers currently on T-Mobile network or on Metro in past 90 days. Offer subject to change. Offer valid for new Amazon Prime members. Amazon Prime has a $12.99 per month value. Restrictions apply. See store for details and terms and conditions.
This is a message from the emergency stuffed crust warning system.
Cheese!
Little Caesar's Extra Most Bestest Pizza now has 3 feet of cheese stuffed in the crust for just $9. I repeat, it has 3 feet of cheese stuffed in the crust.
Cheese!
That concludes the message from the emergency stuffed crust warning system. Get a large Little Caesar's Extra Most Bestest pepperoni stuffed crust pizza for $9. Top 4 national pizza chains. Extra Most Bestest Pizza versus large round 1-topping pepperoni pizza. Everyday standard menu prices. 3 feet of cheese before cooking at participating locations plus tax.
Pizza.